60 to 90% of crimes come from emotions and feelings. Why did I say that? If you want to know why I say that, make sure y'all stick through the whole video. I'm about to tell you why. Like I said, hold on, let me get y'all right. All right, so 60 to 90% of crimes come from different race, all types of people. But what I mean by emotions, they come from emotions. People let their emotions get the best of them. For example, when I was like 23, I was about 23, 22, 23, somewhere up in there. A situation happened. My mama got in a car accident. The way I reacted to the other guy that was at fault, I let my emotions get the best of me. You know what I'm saying? I started swinging at him, and I started calling him all kind of foul names and everything. And that's because I was young, but I wasn't dumb. But my emotions was getting the best of me. You know what I'm saying? And for another example, like last night, me and my girlfriend, we went out to dinner. We went to go have us a steak dinner. You know what I'm saying? Just a cool little vibe on a Wednesday night. You feel me? And y'all gotta forgive me because if you keep hearing me sniffle, that's because the weather outside it be changing. All the my allergies acting up, and on top of that, I just got done eating some hot chips, so I might be sniffing a little bit through this video. But like I was saying, so last night me and my girl we was out to eat last night. We went to go have us a little steak dinner, steak and potato dinner. You know what I'm saying? Just a cool little vibe. You know what I'm saying? Just something to do just to get out the house. So as we walking in the restaurant, this guy and his girl and they three little girls, beautiful little girls, you know what I'm saying? They was walking in at the same time as us. Well, they had walked in before us. They checked in, then they sat down. We came in right behind them, checked in. They walked us to the table. But the crazy part about it is, this guy that I seen, I always see him at the corner store. But not only that, I see him at the corner store, and then I seen him at the restaurant. It's like every time I see him, it's like he got his face all crunched up. He always like, you know what I'm saying? You remember how the game used to be when he first came out, when he first started rapping, the game, where he used to make his eye do this. He used to be like that. That's how he looked all the time. You feel me? So, and then he had like little tattoos on his head and right here on his face and all that and everything. So, like I'm talking about every time I see him at the store, he's always making that face. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that he was looking, I was starting to think that it was something in his eye, cause the way he, you know what I'm saying? So we in the restaurant, we get seated. I guess he was waiting for his girl to come out the bathroom with their daughters. So the waitress, they set them like right across from us. Like we was sitting right here. Me and my girl was facing each other like this right here. Then they got set like over there by the window, like behind my girl. So it's like they was facing him and his girl was facing each other. All right, so but he sat on this side of the table to where like he can almost keep an eye on me and everything. So you know what I'm saying? A couple times we looked up, you know what I'm saying? We locked eyes and stuff like that. So it's like every time We look up and we lock eyes. Like he like. So I was like, my girl was like, why you looking like that? She was like, no, she said, why you shaking your head? So I was like, I said, that dude right there and everything. And she was like, what'd he do? And I was like, man, every time I see this dude, it's like he mad at the world. Like it's like every time I see him, it's like he mad at the world. And she was like, man, don't pay that no mind. And then she told me she was like, I told her I said I'm about to get up and say something to him because he keep cutting his eye over here and stuff like that. Then she was like, my girl like, you getting mad because another guy looking at you? I told her, I said it's not the point that he looking at me. I'm saying like it's like he keep cutting his eye over here. And like we always see each other at the corner store. We was on a whole different side of town, and like it was a coincidence that I seen this dude at a restaurant, at a random restaurant that me and my girl picked and choose to go to. So it's like, and every time like he cut his eye over here, he made the little face like. So I was like, I'm really about to get up and say something to him. And she was like, baby, he probably don't mean no harm. She was like, this probably just how he looked. Maybe he had some trauma in the past that he dealing with. And I was like, man, she was like, you letting your emotions get the best of you. That's the whole purpose why I'm making this video, because she was like, you letting your emotions get the best of you. And then she was like, so what if you get up, go over there and say something to him and he really didn't mean no harm by the way he looking at you? Then what? And I told her, I was like, man, I mean, if I go over there and ask him like what's the issue? You know what I'm saying? Like why you keep looking over here, cutting your eye, making that little face and stuff like that. Then she was like, when I said that, she was like, man, just leave that. She was like, just leave that alone. She was like, man, dude probably be having a bad day or something. I said, so every time that I see him at the corner store and he make that little face, he having a bad day. And she was like, you don't know what people going through. She was like, that's why you should just ignore people and let them go on about their way. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep yourself out of harm's way. Don't put yourself in harm's way. I was like, you right. So they ended up getting up and leaving. They left before us. So as he was packing like all their food up and all that, he cut his eye over at me again and made the little face like, so I was like, you know what? So as they was leaving, I got up before they left. And then I seen him. He was. I was like, I was like, excuse me, say, bro, like that. Then I was like, I don't mean no harm or nothing. I was like, but man, like you keep cutting your like, why you keep cutting your eye at me and making that little face? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, what you say? That's what he said. He said, what you say? I said, why you keep cutting your eye at me and making that little face like this? Like, and he was like, for no reason and stuff like that. And he was like, man, he was like, I don't appreciate you walking up on me and trying to check me about what I be, why I be looking like how I be looking. I was like, bro, I said, I ain't trying to check you about how you be looking. I was like, it was just an inquiry, like shit, like why you keep cutting your eye at me and everything, and I want to like shit, I want to see what's the issue. I want to see what's the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it one? Yeah. He was like, if it was one, you would know, like that. And I was like, shit. Like, if you got an issue, man, I was like, address it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I know we be seeing each other at the corner store and everything. So he was like, bro, it ain't no issue, bro. You know what I'm saying? He like, it's just how I look, bro. He said, I've been in jail. He was like, I've been in jail and I just watch my surroundings. I was like, well, that explains a lot. I was like, for sure. I was like, I ain't mean no harm, bro, and everything like that. Then I was like, shit. I was like, I'm from Memphis. I was like, I'm from Memphis and everything, and you know, I just watch my surroundings too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always looking around. I'm always like every so often I, you know what I'm saying, look around and you know what I'm saying. He was like, man, no, I don't mean no harm, bro, but you know what I'm saying. He was like, man, he was like, I just be in my own little world. He was like, one thing I learned in jail, bro, is like mind your business and everything. So I was like, you telling me to mind my business? And he was like, I'm not telling you to mind your business, but yeah though, like everybody should mind their business. And I was like, I bet say, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I ain't gonna hold you up too much longer. I just want to, you know what I'm saying, address something right quick. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Just to see what is the issue and shit like that. He was like, nah, bro, it ain't no issue. He's like, we good. I was like, bet. So my girl, she was like, you said something to him because I heard y'all talking and everything. She was like, I told you not to say nothing to him. I told you to just let it go. She was like, now when you see him at the store, like it's probably gonna be an issue. I said, nah, it ain't gonna be no issue. I already talked to him. And we got an understanding that it ain't no issue. You know what I'm saying? And everything. So she was like, I hate that you be letting your emotion get the best of you. And she was like, it's like you just gotta say something, don't you? You gotta say something. And I was like, man, I was like, it ain't the point that I gotta say something. I was like, if I feel like somebody got an issue with me, then I'm gonna say something. Then she was like, emotions. That's emotions. So I was like, okay, baby. I was like, going forward, I won't say nothing else to nobody unless they approach me and everything. So what I want to tell y'all, bro, is like, no matter how somebody looking at you, like no matter how somebody say something to you, uh, don't let your emotions get the best of you. Your emotions can put you in a bad situation. Like I said at the beginning of the video, 60 to 90% of people let their emotions get the best of them, and that's why some people with those emotion issues um, end up in a place that they don't want to be, incarcerated or down there. You know what I'm saying? So I hope, man, everybody take something from this video. Like if you got an emotion, like if you got emotions problem, like tell me like my dad used to always tell me like, man, you got an emotion problem, but if you can't control your emotions, just think about things before you do it. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, go sit in the bathroom for like a day. He said, go. And the reason why he used to tell me to go sit in the bathroom for a day or a couple hours and think about some of the things that you do or you say that can put you in a situation is because that's what jail feel like. Sitting in the bathroom, that's what jail feel like. You know what I mean? That's what jail feel like. That's all the space you're gonna have. The bathtub is gonna be where your bed is. The commode gonna be right there where it's at. The sink right there. You probably have a little more space in the bathroom. I mean, in the jail, but he was just using the bathroom for example. You know what I'm saying? My dad did 12 years in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? And he used to always, you know what I'm saying, say things that'll make us think because it was me and my two other brothers. But he used to also keep it real with other people, like other kids in the neighborhood too. You know what I'm saying? Like he had that effect on people. Like they just gravitate towards my dad, and he had just talk to him, and you know what I'm saying. But yeah, though, I hope everybody enjoyed the video, man. I'm at work on lunch break. I just had to put this video out there, so because that situation happened last night. And I want to tell y'all, bro, like, don't let y'all emotions get the best of y'all and put y'all in the situation or put y'all somewhere that y'all don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm out.